Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Centipede. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing yet another Blue Tower Defense 6 tower review. So today we should be on to the Ice Tower, which is a very interesting tower. I don't use it very much, but it has interesting uses. I mean, I'll get further into it later. So we have the top path here. Also, you see I have very low XP, so I don't use it very much. Permafrost, Metal Freeze, Ice Shards, Embrittlement, and Super Brittle. So we'll start here with just a regular Ice Monkey. Permafrost. Balloons move slowly even after thawing out. So keep in mind that this tower will not have any popping power early on, so we'll just get a attack shooter just to deal with some balloons. Actually, no, attack shooters are bad for balloons at the moment. We'll cheat and we'll get a Captain Churchill just to make it easier. That's awful placement. Okay, I'll put him right here so he can deal with all the balloons. So if we send out 10 reds, it's gonna... Oh, I guess it does now pop them. Oh, okay, so it'll pop reds, and not easily, as you can see. They almost got past him. 10 blues, it'll do. See, the ranges don't overlap here. This Churchill is gonna mess everything up. Okay, we'll just put a bomb tower there, and we'll try 10 blues. It's gonna get close. The red balloons move a little slower. Let's see. I'll send out some camo reds and then blues, and you'll see that the camo reds are going to be moving a little faster. We'll do that again. If we send out camo reds and then blues, you're going to see it's going to reduce those reds to those blues to reds. But these camo reds are going faster because that's just how the ability works, or the upgrade. I mean, it's not a significant difference and it wears off, but it's still something. Moving on to, oh, I didn't even upgrade it. Okay, so this is going to be better. So, camo reds and then some blues. There you go. You see those red balloons are going a lot slower. So, that's actually pretty good of an upgrade. Now let's try this against some blues. It might be able to do more. Yeah, it does. No, it does the same. But that's not bad. Greens it's not going to handle because greens go too fast for it. Metal Freeze, now it can just now it can affect the leads, which I mean, this limited is not going to do very much, but it's not bad. It'll reduce them to pinks and yellows, which is not awful. But popping power is still low. But Ice Shards is where it gets better. So it'll be able to pop these balloons. If we send out maybe greens, it has these little shards here. We'll send out blues. Blues might be okay. Reds. Alright, this is not good. This is not working out well. We'll send out 100 reds, maybe. So it send out, from freezing balloons, it send out little shards, which pop more balloons. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Embrittlement. Now, they become brittle and take extra damage while frozen. So, if we want to do something here, we'll get up a Churchill. We'll put him right here. And, so, no, we're going to want you to target last. So now if we'll send out some leads. Alright, so here, it's not... Send out some leads. I guess it's not working against them. Let's try greens. I don't know. This is a confusing upgrade. But, it's actually, I don't know. It's a 4th tier, so it should be able to do something. But, now, this 5th tier, Super Brittle, it can freeze Moabs. So, if we send out one Moab, it can't even detect it. But now, Super Brittle, it can detect a Moab. It can do damage. It doesn't do very much damage, but it can do something. And actually, it appears that let's see. Can it take down a Moab? No, it doesn't do anything. Well, that's unfortunate. I would expect it to do better. It's a 5th tier, and it can't even touch a Moab. This is another reason why I don't use this tower too much. It doesn't have very much popping power. And there's some non-popping power towers that are useful. I don't think this one is. Enhanced Freeze. Attacks faster and freezes for longer. This is going to be useful now. Because if we send out 10 reds, it's going to... The faster attack is actually really important. So, you just get to see what this thing does. It's cheap. It's a $225 upgrade. Now another cheap one, Deep Freeze. Freezes through 2 layers of balloons. So now if we send out some blues, it'll freeze right through them. Because that freeze, if we send out greens, it'll freeze them down to the red layer. Which is more important, I guess, because it has higher potential. I mean, this is not a very effective tower. Oh, I didn't even upgrade it. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, it's doing more damage. But now Arctic Wind, super cold aura that slows balloons near it. This is a good upgrade. I guess it's not working. I don't know what it is, but this ice tower is not working. I'm sending out blue. Okay, well, it didn't do very much against those 10 greens, and this is a 3rd tier tower that's pretty expensive. So, I'm a little confused, to be honest. But that is the Arctic one. Again, there's a possibility that I'm doing this all wrong. But now Snowstorm, this is an ability. Freezes all balloons on screen and briefly freezes White Zebra, Camo, and Moab class. So, we can upgrade to Snowstorm. We'll let the ability cool down for a sec. And we'll just send out like 10 Moabs and some Camo Zebras. And then we activate the ability, and slows them down for a short period of time. However, if we want to send out, I don't know, maybe like ceramics, if we have some, this is also, it's important to note, while it says primary tower, it's really a support tower. It doesn't have much primary attack. So here, if we'll send out 100 ceramics, it's not going to do much popping. It's going to leak a bunch, but, oh, actually, it completely froze them. I wasn't expecting it to do that. So now I'll just fully upgrade this Churchill in the back to clean up any balloons. But now, yeah, I'm definitely not doing this right, but whatever. Absolute Zero, it fully freezes all balloon types, including cold, immune, camo, and Moab class. So actually, it'd probably be better for us to get a Churchill right here. We'll fully upgrade him so he has some defense. And then if we send out 100 Moabs, is that even the right ability? Yeah, it is. So it's going to do a lot more damage now because they're slowed for a lot longer. And yeah, it's gonna help a little bit. It's still gonna get overrun by 100 ceramics because a Churchill can't really easily handle zebras. But here the ability is back. If we set the ability back again, it's very short, but it does a solid job. So that is the middle path. Now we go into larger radius, refreeze, cryocannon, icicles, icicle, and pale. This is an interesting path. I'm gonna put this one here actually. Larger radius. It's very self-explanatory. It has a larger radius. This is actually one of the few towers where getting the larger radius path is probably more in your interest because this tower has a very tiny range, and larger radius will pop more balloons. So now refreeze, and refreeze balloons that are already frozen. So this is an important upgrade because it improves popping power dramatically, like, because if there are frozen balloons here, what's the best way to do this? We'll send out some ghost balloons, and it'll be able to freeze them quickly. So that's, and if you combine this with the permafrost, so this 102, it's actually pretty good, because it'll slow these balloons down, and this 102 is going to do a good deal of damage. Now, the cryo cannon. This is a very interesting upgrade. It shoots freezing bombs at balloons over a long range. And yes, it does have a long range. That's true, actually. I put it in the wrong place. So, now we have our cryo cannon here. And if we send out maybe some yellows, it'll shoot these little bombs, and it'll diminish 10 yellows to 40 RBI, or RBE, into 2 blue balloons, which is good. I mean, these aren't high damage, but they're very interesting. Icicles, and now sharp icicles that can pop balloons. This is an interesting upgrade as well. So now if we send some yellows, and then some leads behind it, the leads are going to be unaffected, actually. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, but if we get it back, and we send some yellows and some rainbows behind it, or no, some yellows and some reds behind it, you're going to see that the spikes, they act sort of like a spike factory. And this is a really cool upgrade, actually. Now, Icicle Impale, it can do damage to Moab class balloons. Last time we tried out Moab class damage, it didn't really work. Hopefully this does. Yep, it does. Oh, that's really good. Okay, that's good. I like this bottom path. That destroyed that Moab. Granted, it's $30,000. Anything that's 30,000 coins, anything that is 30,000 coins should be able to take down a Moab. But now BFB, it's going to handle pretty well. I mean, it's got this absurd range. It's going to leak a lot of lives, but here, let's see. To get an accurate representation, it'll turn 1 BFB into, let's see. I'll just get super mines just to get everything, and then we'll send out a BFB. So this will tell us how much it leaked from 1 BFB, just based on how many pops or spike factor it gets over there. But it's doing a very good job of handling this BFB. Let's see. So that BFB, well, we just gotta wait for 1 red balloon. That's actually really good. 1 BFB turns into a 596. So if we want to see what a BFB is, we'll set up another one of these guys just to find out how much a BFB actually is. Faster production. So if it leaked 596, and I know I'm using the spike factory and I shouldn't be, but whatever. So if it leaked only 596, a BFB is actually worth, so it took down a sixth of the BFB, which is really good. But I mean, yeah, that's really it for the 3 paths. I don't have much to say. I don't use it at all. I'm not experienced with the tower, but it's still a very interesting tower. So let's see, potential applications. I just want to get rid of those spikes. A BA deal to it. Whoa, it's doing some insane damage. But yeah. So that's really all the commentary I have on the paths. How can you use the ice tower to your advantage? That bottom path is going to be really interesting, especially in the early and mid game. This 4th tier upgrade, I think this probably a 204 upgrade would be very, very beneficial. I think this could be pretty good against some balloons. I don't know how it's going to do, but it's going to handle 100 blacks with ease. Not with relative ease, I guess. It won't leak too many lives. 100 pinks. the pinks are going to be too fast for it, but say like 100 greens, it should do fine. So in terms of balloon popping power, it's got a lot of it. I mean, and then this fifth tier, yeah, it's expensive, but it's powerful. I mean, I I, I think. Oh, I just okay. Other than that, though, I don't think there are really any particular uses that I would recommend for using the ice tower. But it's definitely a tower that you can experiment with because it has so many different options. And yeah, that's really all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back very soon with the glue gunner. All right, thank you. Bye bye.